So good morning, good morning, good morning. Relax, close the eyes and use this moment to really feel how are you feeling this morning. Now that you have a chance to sit down, close the eyes. Is your body saying, I feel really tired this morning? Does the body feel energized that after yoga you have the time to go for a beautiful walk somewhere? And now use this time to feel how you're breathing. Is it slow and relaxed, or are you struggling this morning to get your breath? And if the body prefers to be still, please be still. If you want to come into a little bit of a Sufi grind, which is a really beautiful Muldara, grounding into your root. I want you to feel how you're massaging into your hips. It's all about feeling today. With the new moon, there's no miraculous full globe that you can look at. It's just a little bit of a moon out there, but it's the feeling, it's the effects that the moon has on us. Same with the full moon, but the full moon is even more beautiful because you can see that great big ball of fire and energy in the sky. When you're ready to center, breathe in. When you're ready to breathe out, change direction. Perfect. So what this is doing is it's just setting and rooting your foundations to make you feel that you've got your feet planted on the ground with this wacky world that we live in. And we do live in a wacky world. So for any of you Cancerians out there, the moon is in your star sign at the moment. But the energy of the Cancerian is going within, not withdrawing so much. Last time, change direction. Not withdrawing so much, but just maybe spending that time focusing and looking after what you need. So maybe you're cancelling a few appointments for you. Maybe you're spending more time doing the things that you want. But if you're not, the energy of the moon at the moment is urging you, please self-reflect. Look after yourself. If you cannot look after yourself and do all the nourishing, beautiful things that we need, the body's going to stop. Last time, change direction. Yeah. I constantly listen to the moon. It's like, me time? Okay, I'm here, I heard you. I'm going to the steam room. I'm going for a jacuzzi. I'm going for a walk. I have a busy diary, probably like most of you guys, but actually what I do is I make the time for me. Yeah. Center the body, breathe in, raise both of the arms, lift the arms, but relax the shoulders. Perfect. I'm going to have a little juggle around above my navel point, so I'm going to be doing just a little bit of this. So you can feel how the tummy button is almost central. Just fire up a little bit of what's going on in the navel. The navel, it's the willpower for passion, all types of passion, but mainly the passion to drive some of those ambitious qualities that you want to do. When I'm centre, my left arm lifts up a little bit more, my right arm, however, relaxes. And I just want you to feel that lift, and gently lean. When I mean gently, it's just open the hip, lift up through the ribs, open the armpit, turn the chin and look down. Yeah. Take the time to close the eyes and breathe. Lateral moves for the spine are very powerful for your energy. And you might feel that you're just doing a side bend, but honestly, you're not just doing a side bend. You're leaning to your right now, so you're squashing into the liver just a little bit and the kidneys, which gives them that little bit of a zing, the vum. I'm centering as I breathe in. Maybe that left hand's now feeling a little bit fizzy. Reach up with the right. Again, lift. Find that gentle lean. You don't need to extend the arm. You keep it nice and soft. If you just lift the elbow joint, can you feel how it is attached to your hip? And most importantly, because it's almost like a yin restorative class, you just feel your way. Close the eyes and let the body do what it wants to do because you've given it time and space. So the Cancerian energy, as you know, is very soft, the crab. Very soft inside and very much of a hard shell, but that's not because you're hard, it's because it's protective. So with the Cancerian energy, it's not be more tougher, it's just be more softer on you. I'm going for a little twist this morning just before we go into our routine. So as I breathe in, I lift up the right arm goes behind me, and I want to find that lovely little twist within. Now if this is enough for you, stay here, but I'm going to lift up into my chest, and then I'm going to twist a little bit more. And remember, when you're twisting, it doesn't matter where the head is. The head is not twisting the middle half of your body. However, the shoulder behind you does help you twist a little bit more. Sometimes when I turn the head and look behind, I get this beautiful stretch down my left side of my neck. But then if I turn to my left, I'm actually working the muscles all in line. Right shoulder behind, right neck is open, left head is turned. And again, give yourself that time and patience to just close the eyes and let the stretch be. Remember, yoga is also about self-reflection, self-care, looking after your injuries, trying to prompt your organs to work in a little bit more efficiently. And this is what today's all about. When you're ready to breathe out, I release. Left arm goes behind me. Find that first base. Find that place where you feel, yeah, I feel comfortable right now. And then when you breathe out, you can go a little deeper. I'm turning my head to the opposite direction, so I can really again stretch through the neck. Every time the body breathes out, is there a little bit more twist, just a little bit more of a gap to go into. Marvellous. When you breathe out, relax, release. Yeah. So the palms of my hands are quite powerful, and yours are too. You've got energy in them. It's whether or not you know how to use this energy. So I'm going to just place them around the back of my neck, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a self-massage all down the neck. So you're, with your palms, you're scrunching into your neck. And if you've never done this before, you will be doing this more and more often. Give it a really good squeeze. The thyroid gland is down into the nape of, or at the front of the neck area. So what I'm doing is releasing all the tension that sits into the back of the neck. And with all of my fingers, either side of your neck vertebrae, I want you to go down the spine and just give them a big circle massage. So by relieving all the neck muscles and all the tension that sits here, the gland of the thyroid has a little bit more capability to work because it's not all hunched and tight here. How does your neck feel? If there's a point in your neck that you find what they call a trigger point, hold it. Hold it and press. Trigger points are amazingly powerful. You press into the superficial muscle, then that relaxes. Then you find that you can press a little harder. And then that really gets down into the pain of the trauma of the fascia. The really deep muscle that you can't get to at the moment. Yeah. Your neck, your pains, your tension. Where do you need to go with this? Beautiful. And then I'm going to go just underneath the earlobes, just about here. And I want you to gently massage this area. Another beautiful superficial gland. And for some of you, I know I did this the other day on a lady, and she, and when I finished, she went, goodness, I can hear a little bit better. Beautiful. I'm going to follow the line, and I'm going to go down the neck. Collarbone, okay, there's a little groove in the collarbone just up there. I want you to massage that. Now, is that a painful area? Yeah. One side's going to be painful, maybe not the other side. Find that little groove. If you can't find the groove, have a little play around with it, and then you'll go, oh yeah, I found it. So on me, my right side's a little bit tender, left side's not too bad. Perfect. We are waking up all those meridians and allowing the body to really function well. So relax, let it go, let it go. Perfect. I'm going to hold on to my wrists or forearms, depending on how long your arms are. Scoop the arms to take a breath. Now we're trying to get the arms in line with the ears, or for some of you, past the ears. Open up through the chest, breathe, relax the neck. Perfect. All those anxiety points that sit in the armpit area, they are open, they are exposed, they're not vulnerable, they are working. Maybe your arms are starting to feel slightly heavy. Beautiful. I'm sliding my hands down, and what I want to do is bring the palms together, interlink the fingers, but turn the palms up. I have a lot of clients that have forearms, wrists, finger, joint problems. So when they're in downward facing dog, they can't hold it for long. I was just looking actually, do you know people draw those little hearts? There, I'm a little heart. Crazy moment. So when you're stretching through the fingers, stretch through the forearms, try and lift up through the navel point's belly button. Gently turn the palms back to you, breathe in, lift. And as I breathe out, spread the back muscles and bring the arms in line with your chin, all the way down, and then spread the back muscles. Yeah. Perfect. Take a breath and relax. Let it all go. Marvellous. I'm going to come off my beautiful cushion. I love my cushion. And I'm going to take a seat back where I've got my legs just nicely crossed. And I'm going to whip my right arm underneath my right calf. And I'm going to draw the leg up and hold it. This is like a nice rock the baby. Other leg, wherever you want it to be. Massage into these emotional centres that sit in your hips. After all, we are working the new moon today. Let the hips just really rock and roll. So if you guys are used to yin and restorative out there, then you know that this type of yoga is fantastic. It diffuses all that tension and stress that sits in the body. Perfect. So my left leg is now long. My right foot comes quite close to the buttock, depending on your knee joint. Hug the knee across so it's not waved out. Hug the knee across. Lift up through your chest. By hugging the knee in towards your abdomen, It's a little bit of digestion, but what we're trying to do mostly is lift the back. Let the back muscles work here. Yeah, keep lifting them. And of course, when you sit down, you don't have to be so dramatic about lifting up the back. But we're trying to spark the back muscles. Beautiful. Take a breath. When you breathe out, just ease the back a little bit. Yeah, I don't feel so intense now. And then my hands go behind me. With my hands behind, now you can lift the back and the chest. You feel strong. And gently just roll into the outstep and let the inner thigh drop down. Take a breath, come back on up. And breathe out and just let the outstep roll out. Beautiful. Have a little shuffle around until you feel that your thigh is where it needs to go. If it's here, you might be near some cushions or pillows or blankets that you can actually place it where it's held, so you don't have to just hover that in the mid-air. So my left leg is lovely and long. My right hip is like the pages of a book. It's open. It's open as much as you can allow it to open. So no, I'm not going to get you to get your forehead to your toes. How cruel would I be there? Breathe into your lungs, breathe into your chest. Like little Spider-Man fingers, just walk and walk. When you feel, remember it's that feeling, that first bite, that's your green or stroke red light to stop, not green. Green is go, red light is to stop. Doesn't matter how far down you go, you're listening to that bite, that trigger point bite. Yeah. If any of you can reach down for the toes, or the ankle joint, or the back of the knee, I want you to hold on to something, bend the knee joint and bring the leg a little bit closer to you. So if you can't reach for the toes, bring the hands under the calves or under the back of the knees. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. So this is the position I'm in. Hips still open, left knee is bent. As I lean back, I want to start lifting up through that leg. The other hand gently sits on the thigh. This is only if you feel that you can release one hand. If not, slide the hands under, bend the knee if you need to. What we're doing is opening up the pelvis bowl, because I'd like that energy, that emotional energy from the new moon to just start coming up. It's bubbling to the surface. Take a breath in. Wherever you are with this leg, when you breathe out, fold forward with the leg. Yeah. And again, stop where your bite is. Got a bit of a trigger point going on in my right glute this morning. I had a sports massage the other day. And dare I say, I probably feel more in pain after the massage than I did before. Let the spinal discs uncurl you as you come on up. Beautiful. Legs in front of you. It's not raining, but I dare say in the next few minutes it probably will, or next hour. So let your feet resemble windscreen wipers. You're moving from left to right, and that's sending such beautiful vibrations up through the legs. Yeah. Amazing. It's really, really nice. So loosen that right leg. It's not to do anything right now. However, the left is. I'm going to hook underneath and rock that baby. Rocking into the leg. Ah, these are the yoga mornings where you can close your eyes and just enjoy being. And sometimes yoga is not about your muscles. Sometimes in your mind, yoga is about settling you so you're able to function that day or for the next following days. So this foot now, kindly goes on the inside of the thigh. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. And then take a breath in and just see where you go. There's no right and no wrong. Just see where the body goes. Yeah, I can definitely feel all those pressure points that my sports massage therapist pressed that is affecting my yoga. So I'm on the fence about this one. Do I continue sports massage or do I not? First one I've ever had for about 10 years because I've always had extreme pain when I've finished having them. Is that a good thing? I think it's an individual preference. Perfect. How does that feel? It feels tight, doesn't it, this morning? Soften the front knee. So I'm lifting up with my spinal discs again, bending into the front knee. Reach wherever you feel that you can reach. And then I'm going to lift up. Where does this leg want you to be? Straight. And just come into the angle a minute. Or do you feel more comfortable holding onto the leg with a slight bend? You have to do what your body says is right for you. But either way, wherever you are, spine, chest, lifts. Yeah. See that beautiful posture? Breathe for a moment. It's quite a strong asana. Take a breath into the lungs. When you breathe out, roll forward. Yeah. Does it feel a little bit more easier when you fold with this? Maybe. Now my spinal discs, they curl as I come up. Beautiful. So this left knee is bent. I'm going to bend into my right leg. That's a deer pose. Okay. This is amazing for the hips. If you feel that you've sat like this, then please have a cushion underneath the left buttock. So you can't sit like this, it's the spine. So one knee's bent, as you can see, the other knee is behind me. Now your job is to move around the lower limbs until you feel a beautiful stretch. So, personally for me, the front leg might need to come out a little bit. Then I can feel how this opens up like a book again. My heel behind me is right into my buttock. It's a beautiful stretch here. But if I take the foot out even further, now I can feel it all across my hip socket. Adjust the body where you feel. You can press the buttocks forward into the hips. And sometimes on one side it's incredibly comfortable and on the other side it might not be. So if you've sat like this, try and lift up through the body. But if it's your hips, remember your cushion. Yeah. Also remember, this hip that's behind us is rotated. Don't try and undo it and sit the buttock down. Let the buttock come off a little bit. Let it rotate, but at the same time, push it forward. Perfect. Really getting deep into that pocket of the hip. I can also feel it in my glute. I'm not sure whether that's a stretch or whether that's the big bruise on my bottom. I have to laugh about it because I'm in so much pain. Beautiful. Hoping that you're feeling quite nice. After 40 seconds, 1 minute, the body goes into another state of relaxation. And that's where you relax so much that maybe parts of the body can change. You might find that you need to alter how you've sat. Yeah, that feels better for me. Just a few more breaths. Gentle on the knee joints, gentle on the quads. Perfect. So to come out of this, I just need to draw the legs and the feet a little bit closer to me. And then I'm going to roll over and find my all four position, or all sixes, because that's your hands, your knees and your feet. And just press the hands into the ground and feel how is the back dropping? Is the back keeping you nice and strong? Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And now changes into that beautiful flow cat-cow. Chin raises, tailbone lifts, breathe. Breathe out, reverse. Smoothly go through your cat-cow and really feel how the back, is it suffering today with your back bends? Give it a chance to loosen. Never rush how your back is back bending. Again, mine's quite tight. I feel like I'm hardly moving into my back. But the more and more I do this, I can feel it's loosening. So, yeah, practice what we preach. Beautiful. Just take yourself through a couple more. Really start to move into the navel point also. As you breathe out, draw the navel quite high into the back. Lift the back and shoulders. And just one more. Marvellous. So now that I'm on all fours, I can take my legs to the other side for my deer pose, and I can take a seat on the buttocks. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time to get the legs in position. The side which is rotated for me is my left. I was on my right earlier, so just ensure that you are on different legs. And again, have a little move around. I feel like I'm sat a little bit wonky on this side, so I need to adjust everything. And then I'm going to push the back of my body into the hips and navel point and bring myself up through the chest. So although it might feel that you're having to work incredibly hard by keeping upright, you've done it. Yeah. Does everything feel comfortable? Even your feet. The feet are the areas where people struggle to find comfort. Everything's engaging. To stay seated, everything in your intercostal muscles has to be drawn in. Everything in the chest has to be lifted and expanded. It's a really powerful move, as long as you do feel that you are pressing forward and you've not just collapsed. There has to be a degree of height going on. I know you've got it. I know you have. Just a few more breaths. And then when I'm ready, I'm just going to not collapse. I'm just going to relax a little bit. Beautiful. See, I knew you could do it. And then draw the knees back onto all fours. I'm coming back a little bit. And if your knees take it, Balasana, I want you to just nestle back down, buttocks to your feet. Beautiful. My right arm slides under my left. Really tuck the right arm under. The left arm slides in front of the left, also with your palms up. And try and cross the arms as much as they feel that they can. And allow the chin, the gland of the thyroid area, and the forehead to relax. Whatever you feel that you need need to do to get that beautiful cross in your arms. So this is synchronicity, and it is also your balance of your left and right side. Breathe into your back muscles. Breathe. This is that wonderful opportunity for you to release tension and worry in the back. Left arm is in front of you. So I'm just going to place my left hand on the floor in front. This is going to lift me up. Breathe in, open the right side of the body. Beautiful. Right arm goes under left, but it doesn't touch the floor. The elbows are bent, both of them, and twist into the middle of your body. Yeah. Inhale, open up. When you exhale, twist, hover as well, bend the elbow joints. Beautiful, one more. Perfect, and relax. I'm coming up onto my knees as I breathe in. Remember, the left arm was forward last time. We need to swap it, it's the right. So we breathe in to lift. As we breathe out, the right goes in front, the left comes closer to us. And then nestle down as low as you feel that you can go. Once again, relax. When you generate that beautiful energy into your back by breathing in deep, the lungs become alive, the fatigue just disappears. Right hand's in front of you, so when you lift up, it's underneath your shoulder. Take a breath, open the left side of the body. Beautiful. Both elbows are bent, and thread the needle. Again, breathe in. Lovely and strong. Breathe out. One more. Take a breath. And relax. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous people. Taking a seat either on the buttocks, if your legs feel more comfortable like this, or I'm going to take a seat in Sukhasana. So that's my cross leg position. But not everybody enjoys this pose with the hips. So if you prefer to be on your knees, be on your knees also. So all the front and rear lungs, they really do need to get a bit of a blast. So I'm opening up through my shoulders first. Can you see how my elbows are slightly dropped? So I'd like to lift the elbows up a little bit. And now you can see that they're in line with my shoulders a little bit more. Right arm comes in. Now, are you twisting the body or are you just using your arms? Inhale, open up. Exhale, right arm only. Inhale, open up. Last one, exhale. Inhale and hold it. Perfect. Left side of the body, take a breath. Left side comes in, breathe out. Breathe in. It's really hard to get your arms and your hands in line, isn't it? Take a breath in, breathe out, both come together. Elbows, forearms, hands. When you breathe in next, lift the elbow joints up and up until your body says, I can't lift any higher. Try Try and generate a little bit of openness in the belly button. When you breathe out next, just drop down a little bit. Yeah. When you're ready again, lift the elbows so they're in line with your shoulders. Open up the right side. Turn the palm. Open up the left side. Beautiful. This time I'm opening the rear lungs. So as I breathe out, my arms come forward. My back of my hands come together. So it goes like this. Breathe in. As I breathe out, roll the palms forward. Bring the back of your arms together, or hands. Spread the width of your back. How does that feel? Hopefully it feels okay. So imagine you're in the swimming pool and you're doing breaststroke. Open up. Beautiful. Now turn the palms so the front shoulders are open and squeeze back a little bit more. Yeah, all those beautiful back muscles. You've got cervical at the top, thoracic middle. Lumbar is supporting you right now. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Come forward. Now change the palms. And open your back. So to open my back, I need to pull the tummy button in and spread my wings. Yeah. Lots of tension release today, guys. Coming into that breaststroke, open up, squeeze your back, turn your palms, open the chest. Lungs have got so much room to breathe. Breathe and don't ruin that lovely breath. Take advantage of it. Wonderful. Right hand goes behind the back of the neck. Left hand also goes behind the back of the neck. Spread open the wings. So you've got this anxiety point underneath the armpit. And all of that muscle is exposed and it's working. Breathe, breathe, we're nearly there. Find some height in the back also. When you breathe out, let it go. Let it go. So we just need to come up first for a moment or two to come back down. So this is how we're going to do this. Come up onto all fours. We need to get the energy from the feet. Tuck the toes under. Bring the hands to your knee joints. Lift the bottom up and walk hands to feet. Yeah. Incredibly soft knees so I can let my whole back open up. Beautiful feeling. As I breathe in, the hands wander up the thighs and you can feel yourself standing and standing and standing. Marvellous. Take the legs out wide, bend the knees. Should we shift the energy? Of course we can. So I'm moving from one side to another. My hands are giving my back, kidneys, a little bit of a gentle slap all across the back. Yeah. Almost like tapping. Beautiful. It's really nice. Even though my back's a bit painful today. What has she done to me? Perfect. Start to come back into the centre. Just changing the energy around. 11 times. 11 times we're going to scoop up, little back bend. Breathe out and whoosh it forward. Yeah? Might take you a moment so you know what I'm doing. Knees are soft. 11 times. Breathe in. Little back bend. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep going, beautiful people. knees are bent as I come down, and they start to straighten as I go up. One more, breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Soft knees, head is hung low. From here, this is where I come down onto my knees, my shins, the buttocks, push them back into your feet. Elbow joints to the floor, come into prayer pose if you can, and see either come to the forehead or drop the head down and bring your hands around the back of your neck. And just stay here for a moment, about 4 to 6 breaths. Breathe into your back. Breathe out to relax. Beautiful. Keep finding that wave of breath into the back. Exhaling to relax. And if you prefer to stay here for a moment, please do. If you're wanting to then come on up into your seated Sukhasana, please come up if you're ready. There's no rush, and you can stay into your child's pose, your Balasana if you wish. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. This is where you just need to settle. If you're still in child's pose, close the eyes. If you're in seated Sukhasana, also close the eyes. Try and imagine just breathing through the right nostril and breathe out through the right nostril. Use that imagination. See if you can breathe in through the left nostril. And breathe out. All of the 5 fingertips together if you're with me. Draw the palms to that beautiful heart, centre of the sternum. What a lovely, relaxing, easy new moon sequence. Very, very nice. From me to you, namaste. And if you're not my regulars,